What's good, everyone? I'm gonna show you guys a track breakdown of my new song called Underground. It's like a Mainstage techno kind of track. So here we go. I'm gonna start off with the drums, and the kick is just I cut off a piece of a sample. So the main kick and bass of the song, like I got lucky and I found a good one on Splice. You can hear it soloed. It's like that was so perfect. I didn't really need to add much. I think I added a top kick to it also. I don't remember. Let's see. No. So for my intro, I wanted it like just without like the long bass, so I just cut it. I got two hats here. One's a short dry clap, and then this one's like one with a huge tail. And this one's kind of like off the grid a little bit because there's already a tack right here. So simple stuff here. Let's get to the breakdown. So the break is pretty much like it's pretty much a build. The whole thing is like 16 bars. The first break, so it's just a snare build, simple sample. There's like a siren. And then I found this vocal loop right here just to carry it through. I got a high pass filter here on the kick and rumble already, so I'm starting to introduce that, and then the main whistle. Like I've always loved songs that have a whistle in the drop for some reason. It's just always like sounded good to me. And then here before the drop, I'll show you. This is just a simple mastering tip. I drop the master volume by like 3 decibels, and then when the drop hits, it comes back to full volume. So the listener, you're not even noticing that it's going down in volume because like the song is kind of getting more hype. So then when the track hits on the drop, it sounds louder. And then master stereo. So I'm kind of like going like 50% mono, so also without you noticing, like it's getting more mono, and then when the drop hits, it's wider as long as the loudest too. At the same time, I mean. And then here, I think the pre-drop vocal was like, let's see,
straight from the underground.
Like I don't even know what BPM it was. I couldn't like get it stretched right, so I just cut it up and put it together there. And the drop is very, very simple. It's literally just that. Like I said, I think a lot of like producing is just like me getting lucky and like happy mistakes also at the same time. Like I knew I wanted a drop that was just the kick and rumble only, and then one other element. So those two are just shining. Like I've always found like my most successful tracks on the dance floor are those kind of tracks. Like not too many elements, like letting everything shine. So here's the drop.
Straight from the underground.
Same hats from the intro. Forgot to show you this as well. This is simple. To introduce the whistle into the song, I want to make it sound like it's coming from far away, and it's getting closer and closer and closer to us. So what I do for that is I'll use an EQ to automate a low pass filter going up and up and up, getting wider and wider, and reverb starting really wet, 100%, all the way down to dry. Well, not completely dry, just like how wet I want it on the drop. So boom. And now in the second part of the drop, I introduced this acid loop. Like I wanted like some acid, and like I say, I just feel like I get lucky sometimes, and I had a loop already saved. Like every day, every day that I produce, I go on Splice and check out like the new sample packs to see if there's anything there that I want to use in the future. So I've already had this saved in there, so I didn't even have to like look for presets and like make something like I already had something that I wanted to use. So and I'm bringing back the ad-lib. So now second drop, second break and build is pretty much the same, except it's a little longer and a little bit more intensity, a little bit more reverb going up to the, I wanted to make it a little bit bigger coming into this build because I'm going to do like a long pause, and I wanted to have like an afterlife, like anima type pluck, like nothing else playing except for that pluck going into the drop. Like my inspiration behind this was one of Pickle's tracks and kind of like other melodic techno tracks that are doing this right now. So I had already a bunch of plugs and presets that I like from this pack. So I was just scrolling through and I found this, and I had this one right here. So I'm like, okay, here we go. I already got one. Like, this kind of stuff works good on the dance floor. It's like a memorable moment in the song. And then just simple 909.
Straight from the underground.
And it's pretty much the same drop, I think. Yeah. And then going into the rest of the drop, kind of adding more drums, adding more energy, and then taking off some stuff in the outro. And that's pretty much it. This was just a very like simple track. I think I made it like in 4 hours, but honestly those always tend to be like my best ones. So if you have any questions on this, just hit me up in the comments. I'm also going to put a link to my Patreon in the description, and you'll be able to get the stems to this track. Peace.